Hello, my name is Lareis. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and today I'm showing you guys how I do my makeup. I like to wear makeup sometimes. I'd consider this my go-to. Most of the time, I do my makeup with just my fingers. That is what's going on. So the first product that I really like to use is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I usually tap it so that all the product goes to the bottom. Put a little bit on my hand. So I did 2 little pumps. Usually I like to massage it into my hands a little bit. And then I just pat it all over my skin. I really like using this primer, especially in the winter time, because my skin gets very dry and it's really important for me to continue moisturizing my face. If not, then I get super flaky. I need hydration and hydro grip. Hence the name. For this next part, you need to have your canvas as clear as possible. I like to use this NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector. It's really easy to apply. So I just rub it in a little bit. For this part, I do need to look in my mirror because I need to make sure I'm applying it in the correct areas. So I apply it underneath my eye. I don't take too much. I just kind of go back and forth and I look up as I do it so that the product is really just being blended in as much as possible. I'm gonna do my other eye now. And from that one rub inside of the canvas pot, I get this much product. The only reason why I apply this is because there's certain parts of my face in which it's darker than the others. So like around my mouth, I'll apply like a finger. This is what it looks like right now. Kind of looks like I ate a powdered donut and I didn't clean my mouth. That's okay. And whatever excess is on my finger, I'll just rub it in areas that look discolored. Not necessarily that they are, but they can look that way. For my concealer, I love LA Girl Pro Conceal. This color is in Cool Tan. This is the color that I like to use. It's a very neutral color. It's like in between pink and yellow. I just squeeze it until there's like enough product. I'll just take one swipe like so. And I'll do that to each side of my eye. With the same ring finger, I'm going to spread the product across. Whenever I do my makeup, a little goes a long way. I feel like my face looks a lot brighter and it just looks like more roundish because I basically took out the shadow in my face. After we've moved on from concealer, I like to start with my base. The base that I like to use is Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. My color is in Tawny. I'm considered neutral because I have red undertones. Sometimes I read cool, sometimes I read warm. So yeah. That's just a little bit about my skin and how I pick my colors. Oh, and I also shake this up before I start using it because sometimes it comes out a little bit watery, but not all the time. It's just because it has SPF inside, so it's like really important that you're making sure that your product is like blended. The SPF is 20, I was about to say 20% sunscreen. I don't know how you say it. SPF 20, okay? It has SPF. It'll protect you from the UV rays. UV rays are dangerous to the skin. Yes, even if you have melanin, you can be susceptible to getting skin cancer. So it's really important for you to protect your skin at all times. Even in the winter, SPF is our best friend. I'll apply a little bit directly to like my fingers, and it doesn't need to be a lot. This is enough. And I'll put this on the back of my hand like so. And then I rub it in with my finger. I like the way makeup applies when you heat it up. Whatever I use to rub it in, basically my middle finger, I just make like 6 little spots and then I just kind of go back and forth until I have covered my entire cheek. And I also go up so that it blends in with my concealer and it gives me a very seamless finish. And then I go on the other side and I do the same thing. I still have so much on the back of my hand and I've already covered the majority of my face. Now whatever I haven't covered, I use, you know, to just cover up. I usually don't apply too much product on my nose. And then I'll take a little bit on my forehead. Next, I like to use this Minted foundation stick in the color T30. It is a stick foundation. I love stick foundation, especially in the winter time. There is just something about stick foundations in the winter that just look chef's kiss. Just look good. They make you feel good. They make you shabby. So I don't know if you can tell, but I have like a natural contour going on right here. And I just follow that natural contour and I just put a dab like that much, and I'll just go back and forth until I feel that the contour is blended enough to the point where it looks, you know, like it's there by itself. This is like my skin but better. This is the side that doesn't have the contour, and then this is the side that does. Gives me a nice little warm touch. And whichever finger is like clean at the moment, I'll go and I'll take that finger to just clean up. I don't like cleaning my brushes. As of late, I take like a month to get to my brushes. I need to hurry up. I washed my hair today. I don't want it to get that weird crease up there. I'm gonna close this up. So the next thing I like to apply is blush. This is the Milk Makeup Work Lip and Cheek Tint. Also in a stick. Listen, my makeup is all about ease, comfort, getting her done. I don't have time to be messing around. It looks overbearing when it's like applied on my cheek, but I really like this blush. It has like that old lady makeup smell. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. And pretty much this is like my base. If I'm feeling fancy, I will use Sunbeam by Benefit. This is really old. Let me do the YouTuber thing. Does it work for it? Hello. Oh, hey, how are you? Okay, it worked. The way that I like to apply the Sunbeam is that I go on the high points of my cheek. If you don't know where your high points are, you just use the light. Wherever the light is bouncing off of your face, that's where you apply highlight. So right here, right underneath my eye. So let me put my eye straight so you can see. This is where I'm going to apply my highlight. Because when I turn my face, that's where the light hits it. I intensify it. This is a liquid highlighter. And I do the same thing for the other side of my face. Bam, a little stripe. It brings me joy to just put this little stripe and just rub it in like this. This is how my highlighter looks after. Hello, this is, you know, a little close-up of what's going on my face. And this is how I fill in my eyebrows. I keep them pretty natural. I fill in the little sparse areas. Camera does not want to focus. It's like, oh, this part isn't important. Yes, it is, girl. I need you to focus. Come on now. And then I just use the spoolie to just brush it out so it looks a little even more natural. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I do my eyebrows. I'll use this to like shape them a little bit more. Using the viewfinder to do this is a lot harder than what it seems. And then I'll just use my pinky and I'll rub the product down or tap the product down, and that'll just give me like a quick cleaning. Ooh, that was a little too much. I really hate when I put too much because then it's hard to go back from your mistake, and that's why I usually use a little at a time. This is a struggle right here. That's how I do my eyebrows. And then the piece of resistance, my eyelashes. So for my eyelashes, I like to just curl them a little bit. I try to get as close to the lash band as possible, and I'll just hold it for like 10 to 15 seconds. It doesn't make like a super significant difference. You don't need makeup for every day. You can wear makeup every day if that's what you want, you know? Everybody has their own thing. The mascara that I'm using is Clinique High Impact Mascara. I really like this mascara for everyday use because it's not waterproof. Even though my eyelids do get oily, it's just really easy to clean up. So I got a little bit on my eyelid. I just rub it and it's gone. You see what I mean? Like, very simple, very easy to use. And then I'll just do the same thing to this eye. Yeah, this is an awkward part because it's like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, I'm curling my eyelashes as much as I can. And now to apply the mascara to this eye as well. If I'm feeling like the mascara that I just put on was not enough, I'll just go over it again. I'll try to get like a glob. Because usually this kind of mascara wand, like it holds a lot of product towards the very front of it or the very tip of it to elongate my eyelashes as best as possible. The last thing that I do when I'm doing my makeup is I apply a face powder. My favorite face powder is Laura Mercier. Yeah, this is the original box. I've had this for a bajillion years. Okay, I'm not one of those product people that throw everything out when it's recommended. The only time that I throw a product out is when I realize that it is no longer in good use. It is causing my skin or something to like break out. So if I'm noticing like pimples, or if I'm noticing that the product feels rough or it feels different or it's not applying the same, I throw it in the garbage. But other than that, if the product continues to work past the expiration date, I will still use it. If it does not make me feel sick or gives me a weird reaction. Products have an expiration date because of the products that are inside of them. So yes, I understand I am using makeup products in a risky behavior, quote unquote. And I also used a little puff. I've tapped some powder into the lid. Doesn't need to be a lot. Right now I took a little bit and I close my mouth while I'm doing this because I don't want to get powder on my lips. I'll just take a little bit. And whatever is left, I just quickly clean up around my face. Right now I'm just tapping the excess powder that's inside of the lid so that I can get it on the poof. And I do the same thing on this side. I don't really put too much product on my forehead because if you put too much, then it starts to crease. And that, ladies and gentlemen, completes my everyday makeup tutorial. This is what my makeup would look like if I were to put on makeup on that day. My makeup is pretty natural, it's pretty simple. I did it mostly with my fingers. Oh, and I guess the extra tool that I did use was this little poof. So if you have any questions or recommendations, or if you enjoyed this video, please let me know what your thoughts were. That was me applying my makeup with just my fingers. I used minimal tools. These tools I feel like are inexpensive. And there's a lot of dupes that you can find in other places. Thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye, guys.